Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and welcome to Save the Crafty YouTuber 2020. I'm so glad you're here. There's going to be tons of prizes. Comments need to be made by April 5th, so get on that. We're gonna choose prizes on the 10th. Mine is going to be US only, just because it's going to be this package of really cool Tim Holtz stuff, and so I'm going to need to ship it. And then there's going to be one link for you to find all the winners and all the places to hop to. So you don't have to memorize anything or keep, jumping from link to link. The link down below will let you know who to go to next. And I hope that you sincerely hope that you enjoy the 3 techniques I have to share with you today. Thanks for being here. So the first technique I want to share with you are Nuvo Shimmer powders. I've got 3 different colors here. I've got Blue Blitz, Solar Flare, and Cherry Bomb. And I'm going to go ahead and unscrew these and just tap on little amounts of that powder. Now, you might not be able to see all of it right away, but a little goes a long way. So make sure that you're not putting too much on, because eventually then it's just going to not be able to spread out with the water as well, and then it's going to rub off on your fingers after your project is done. Then you're going to be disappointed. So just use a little bit. Like if you're seeing those big poofs, that's probably, don't go over that. don't do more than that. And then I'm going to start from the top down, spraying so that it gets wet so it doesn't flutter everywhere because it's powder. And then I'm going to start getting in closer and give it some healthy squirts here to start making it spread out. Now, if at this point you don't like it, you want to add a little bit more, you can do that. You can add more to the water, see where it goes. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the blue. Look at that, how that spreads out. So pretty. And then I'm going to give it a little bit more of a spritz just to make sure that the blue that I put down gets a chance to travel. And look at that. It's so pretty. Now, I want to move this out of the way and show you one more. We're trying to keep our videos nice and short because we know you have a lot to hop to. So let me go ahead and just do one with a stencil because this is amazing. So put that down and just pop your stencil over the top. Do the same exact thing. This is one of my favorite techniques right now that I am just loving. I'm addicted to it. If I'm bored, I'll just walk over and just do powders and just spray water and just have a fun time with doing it because I'm just addicted to it. It's so cool. And you can always just put more and more on and whatnot. Some of the colors will just burst into all sorts of different colors, so you can even get some really fun looks with just one color. Try not to blow your stencil all over the place, but the more water you add, the more it's going to bleed through. And so you're not going to get all those perfect lines. This is not a perfect technique. And then you're just going to lift it up and look at that. So cool. If I hadn't sprayed as much water as I did, I'd have a lot more of that look. And I still have stuff all over my stencil. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put down a piece of paper, take that side of the stencil that had all the sprays on it, and just let it sit there for a second. Put another one over the top just so that I can get that to really seep in. So I'm going to get a little kind of a print on that side, but that's not the one I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is this one when I pick this up. Look at that. Look at that cool print. It's almost like jelly printing, but with powders. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with those powders. Again, that is Nuvo Shimmer powders. The next thing I really want to share with you is another totally addicting product that I absolutely love. They are the Stickles glitter gels. I have to look really close. This one is called Nebula. See if I can get these to pan in a little closer for you. It's being picky today. So that's Nebula. You get to see them really close up as I spread them out. I see I have a really hard time. My eyeballs are not what they used to be. That one is Supernova. So let me just tell you what they are as we go. So this one, Nebula is really pretty. It's got some glitzy gel in there along with some stars. Look how pretty. So cool. This stuff dries relatively fast if you're not putting it on thick, but you can also slide it right through stencils and things, and it turns out super cool. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this one, Supernova. This one is a goldish one, and it also has the stars, so I'm going to put that one like right next to it. So now this one's got some glitter in it. It's still iridescent like the clear. It also has the stars. So imagine all the ideas in the cards and backgrounds and stuff you could do with those. They're just fantastic. I'm going to keep moving here. And I'm going to scrape the extra back in there just so I don't waste it. This one is... can't read it. This one is pretty much kind of the same as the other two, except it's a lot more gold. Really, really gold. Oh my gosh, this one is so pretty. And it has tones of like really highlighted iridescence. Do you see that? And it also has the stars. Super cool. All right, this one I should be able to read. This one is just moon dust. So you're going to get that sparkle without all the stuff in it. You could add your own things to it. If you just want the background or whatever you're adding it to just have a really nice sheen. This is a good way to get a large space or a large background without having to use your glitter gel little bottles, you know, with the little tiny specific head. So this is a really good way to get sparkle on large background pieces. And I'm going to use this card here to do the last two. So this one, I'll have these all linked below. I cannot read them. I'm going to have to write them on the caps because my old eyes just can't see that. This one is a silvery one, and it has like little circles in it. So let me spread this out a little bit. This is so pretty. This would make a beautiful background, putting it maybe on black and making a sky. It's just stunning. Love it. So love these so much. Okay. I'm crazy about them. Look at this one. It's a darker one. I think this one is called, yeah, Dark Matter. So it's dark and it's got a bunch of stuff added to it, and purples are going to come out of this one, dark reds. So let's go ahead and put some of this down. Now the thicker you go, the more opaque it's going to become. So it just depends on how thick you want to put that gel and what kind of background you want. Again, if you put that on black, you're going to get a totally different look. But look at all the purples and like the reds. I guess more of a pink fuchsia colors stemming from that, and just, oh my gosh, so cute. So pretty. To get the full effect, you really, excuse me, need to see those totally up close and in person. They are amazing. Again, those are the Stickles glitter, what do they call them? Stickles glitter gels. So this is a super exciting technique, mostly because I've been waiting for this little mini workstation. It's a Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station, but it's the mini. Look how cute. It's so we can make little handmade cards, card making size, which is perfect for us. And I wanted to show off using these new brushes, which have come out and just blown up the art industry. You can get them like practically everywhere. Everyone sells them. Some are different brands and all that type of thing. But I just want to go in and show you a little bit about how these work. And especially if you haven't seen them before, you don't have your own and whatnot. I'm just grabbing out a towel. Should have had that ready. There we go. So that if I want to wipe off a color, I can. So I'm going to just go in with my purple first. I'm just going to rub that in. You can start off and go in. You could do like super, super dark, like I'm doing kind of. You can just do real light so you get just a light, nice blendable color. Do you see how there's still ink coming off of my brush here at this point? So if you've loaded up your brush and you don't want that deep of a purple, I'm going to just kind of blend this out a little bit more. You can always go to your towel and just wipe it off. You can wipe it off on one of those cloths that they feel kind of funny when you touch them. They're like cleaning cloths. Work really well for cleaning these off, but you can do them on a terry or a flour sack towel like I'm doing, or on just on a regular piece of paper, and just do that. Now, if worse comes to worse and you really just can't get that color off, I use a wet wipe and I try to make it real taut, you know, like real flat, and just go back and forth and then let that dry. That will get off like the harder colors, especially like red, okay? So if I do that right now with this one, you can see that there was a little purple left there because there's the purple mark. But for the most part, it was clean. Now these are going to be just slightly wet, actually barely. It'll dry within minutes, and then you can be up and using it again. So you can just keep using them. I am going to blend in a little bit more. Let's just go ahead and use some blue, just so I can show you a bit more. So I'm going to start over here with the purple and do the dark. You know, direct right in. And then with the blue that I have left on my brush, I'm just going to drag that out. You can see that light color coming off of there. The only one that I would suggest having like a totally separate brush is for like yellow, because anything's going to contaminate such a light color. So just be aware about that. The other dark colors, of course, you know, if you really want to make sure it's clean, you know, separate your brushes. Say like, okay, my pink brushes are only going to be for oxides, and like my black brushes are only going to be for my other inks, like my distress inks. It's totally up to you, but I'm going to go ahead and do some yellow on this side. So I'm going to start out real dark here, and then I'm just going to use the rest of that ink that is sitting on my brush, which you probably won't be able to see, but as I go around you can tell there's yellow left on there. I'm not going to do too much blending here because yellow and those other colors are just kind of purple, are going to make an ugly color. So I'm going to brush that off. Oops. And then what's cool is that these magnets held everything down, so I didn't have to tape it, I didn't have to stick it, I didn't have to hold it. It just stayed there with these really strong magnets, and they're not going to hurt you or pinch you because they have that really nice padded side on the bottom there. It's just awesome. She did these right when she did these magnets. They are magnificent. So let me just lift this up and show you what we're left with. Look how pretty. You can do that with any colors you want, any stencils you want. And if you're looking for these brushes, we definitely have them, and we have the little mini. Hey crafters, thank you so much for joining the hop and for stopping by my channel for a moment to watch a few of these techniques. Now don't forget that all comments must be made by April 5th, since we will be drawing winners April 11th. Down in the description box below you will find a link that will take you to where we are going to post all the winners, so they'll be super easy to find for you. And if you don't mind staying a moment longer, there's going to be a list of our sponsors, and please consider shopping with them. Thank you so much for being here.